1 2 1 2 mic check. Hello everybody, welcome to my episode. This is a reaction video that I'm making right now, immediately. I'm in a rush to get this thing done. I just received news that Auntie Dee Dee's belongings that were in storage for a number of years were purchased by someone, and they are revealing the contents online. There's a bargain hunters show, and I'm going to give you the reaction, my reaction to watching the video. Full disclosure, I've watched about 6 or 7 minutes of the video, and I decided, wait a minute, let me film this video as I'm watching this and as things are being revealed, so I can let you all know my opinion and stuff. Now, for those of you watching for the very first time, you may be saying, why should we be watching or listening to you talk about Florence Griffith Joyner? Well, for starters, I am her nephew, all right, Larry Wiggs II. I'm known, in the family, or I've been called Little Larry, okay, whether I like it or not. That's just how it goes. If you're a fan, if you watch the show, doesn't mean you're a fan, just means that you are an informed viewer. All right, if you're an informed viewer and you watch my show, then you know that I've interviewed my family members in the past about their opinions on matters relating to Auntie Dee Dee. My Auntie Dee Dee was known to the world as Florence Griffith Joyner, also known as FloJo. Alrighty, let's get into this video. Okay. Yes, I watched 8 minutes and 58 seconds of the video, and I'm going to watch it with you now.
Hey guys, we're about to buy an amazing locker content of another sports superstar. You're going to see it in a second. We're going to take you back to the place where we bought it. Then we're going to come back here. We got like 2 big suitcases to go through. We've never looked through them. So you're going to do this with us together. And then we're going to show you shoes that are just like out of this world. Olympic medals. I mean, all kinds of not medals, but all kinds of crazy Olympic stuff. So
okay.
You wish there were medals.
I wish there were medals. So let's go take a look where we bought it.
I do not know where Auntie Dee Dee's medals are. I imagine my grandmother may own one, or all of them. I don't know. If not Auntie Dee, if not Grandma, then her ex-husband, Uncle Al Joyner. I don't know personally though.
This guy will work 20 hours, his butt off, and then still smile and give you food.
I'm going to bring the volume down. So they're telling the story about the people who made the discovery and also made the purchase of of the storage containers that were in Auntie Dee Dee's storage container. I was just distracted. I received a message from our family. Okay, so I shared this video with our family, and so now I'm getting some messages coming back. Oh my God, how did this happen? That's one statement right there. I told my dad that this video is online, and he said that's lousy. So those are 2 opinions from our family already. Now, here's a little bit of history. Like, I was a child, all right, when Auntie Dee Dee passed. I was in college, but when Auntie Dee Dee set her records 10 years before she passed, again, I was, let me see, if I was 18, then I was 8 years old, around 9 years old when Auntie Dee Dee set her record. And I was a kid, so literally I couldn't have prevented anyone from obtaining taking possession of Auntie Dee Dee's belongings, given my position. But the other thing though is, our family does retain. We have a lot of Auntie Dee Dee's possessions. We have a lot, and there are many things that we could not have kept. There's so many belongings that we just couldn't have kept them. So that's one of the reasons why this is in the position it is in, because there's an advertisement playing right now, but we're going to skip that ad. Yeah, when someone passes and they leave behind all of their stuff, you can't possibly keep all of it. So there's that understanding there. We understand that, but at the same time, what I saw them show, what I saw them display, man, these are not the items that should be in someone else's possession. They should be in our possession. Heck, I want these things, man. This is not cool at all. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume back and get back to it.
And then she, of course, destroyed everybody. And then she just always had that.
All right, he's still talking about Auntie Dee Dee's experiences. I'm happy they know the value of what they have. I'm happy they paid to obtain it. I'm happy that they, do their. I'm happy that bargain hunters, um, you know, they understand the value of what they are receiving. They don't just, they're not out just for junk, and they don't receive junk, and they don't just discard junk. They know the value, they know the sentimental value, they know the historical value, and they do their best to, you know, to get it into the right hands. So after watching this, I hope it does. I hope these belongings end up in our hands. Those that hold sentimental value to us as well as historical value. I'm sure they're gonna want payment for it. That's the way. That's the world we live in. This is what it is. All right, check it out.
Oh, by the way, if you guys don't remember, and of course she has the fancy nails right here also, the red, white, and blue with diamonds. 1, 2, 3 golds, 1 silver. And then also you guys see that little ring right here?
Yes, I see
We
it.
have that ring. She wears it on a lot of
I know my mom would want that
We'll show
ring.
that ring a little bit
My mom
later.
has plenty of jewelry from Auntie Dee Dee. She doesn't have that
So
one.
Olympics 1988.
I know my mom would
So that's
want that
somebody
one.
that participated. And then the front, which is a little bit weird, maybe you guys know why, it says Sweet H2O.
That's Uncle Al's name, and that's in Korean. I can read that. Sweet mul. Sweetwater was Uncle Al's is Uncle Al's nickname. Sweetwater. That's Al Joyner. So that was his jacket.
This is in a 200 liter.
Now,
And she has 1998
these shoes were
gold
actually
medal.
worn
So she
and
writes down everything
signed
it
by
is.
Auntie Dee.
Olympics. She put the Olympic thing in there. Also,
Auntie Dee Dee meticulously signed like all of her belongings. I want those shoes. Those are from Seoul, Korea. That means a lot to me personally. Little Larry of the family. That's who should own those shoes. Seoul. Auntie Dee Dee ran in those shoes in Seoul, Korea. Sure. 아이 진짜. 네. 한국말 할 줄 알아요? 거의 10년 정도 한국에서 살았어요. 진짜. All right, so we got some other stuff.
So I don't know, gold medal. It says gold medal Olympics.
Those are the shoes. Those shoes right there, 10.49. That record right there. Oh man,
200. This one says 100 right here.
that's unbelievable, man. Those, I mean, it's believable,
Maybe she wore these are shoes that she wore in both qualifying races or something like this.
but it's also like, I want those shoes, man. I want those shoes. 1049.
So I think she probably wore different shoes because they do more than one race. Don't they qualify for the next round?
Auntie Dee Dee made sure to write. She was like, I'm making sure to put my name, signature. Auntie Dee Dee held those in her hands. She signed her name. That's her. Yes.
This is 7/16/88, 1988.
Numbers, numerology, baby.
10.49.
716,
1049.
1049.
Sports Illustrated, where she's running, you can very, very clearly see that those are the shoes. And she also has written on the bottom right here.
Auntie Dee, I want those shoes.
Identical.
1049, 1049, 1049, gang. 1049, tribe.
So these are
Shoot,
the fastest
man.
shoes ever worn by a lady.
There you go.
Woman.
There you go.
Correct ways now. By a female competitor.
Right.
And these are the fastest shoes that ever ran at the Olympics in world history.
Lord have
So,
mercy.
Pretty cool, right? So you want to stack those over there. And, so these are pretty cool. So
This is a 26-minute video, but my video is not going to be the full length of this. I'm not going to react to the whole thing. And hopefully I've given you enough of a reaction and from several members of our
Then we
family.
have Seoul
My
Olympic
pop
patches.
said this is
And
lousy.
you can tell just by the quality of patch, that's a really, really good
My
patch.
cousin,
So
my
this
a
is
friend of
something
the
you probably
family
need to
said,
invest in.
I
It's really
read her
nice.
message. Oh my gosh,
But
how did
most
this
likely
happen?
that might be an eBay. It might go.
How did this happen?
It was a
How
patch,
did this happen?
but
Okay, let me give you
it's going to
some.
take money.
I'm gonna turn the volume down on this and just watch what I'm seeing. How did this happen? Auntie Didi passed away. I mean, this is some cold stuff, but Uncle Al had to move on with his life. That's understandable. There were there was infighting in the family. I'm little Larry. I didn't know everything that was going on, of course. I heard and I witnessed, my mom and grandmother going to numerous court hearings and whatnot. I can't speak on all of the infighting, but my mom and my grandmother and aunts, they know. And that's something funny. That's something interesting about families, how the women pretty much control the narrative. They know what's going on. They know the story. Heck, I went to my grandmother's house and tried to talk to her, and she would shut it down. Nope, we're not talking about that. You're not getting me on video, film. Take it down, shut it down, shut it. I'm like, Grandma, I just want the story, and other people want the story. She said, nope. Turn off your cell phone when you come to my house. Turn it off. Yeah, Grandma said that. Oh, Lord. I was there when they got married. There we go. In Las Vegas. Yeah, okay. So it appears that a lot of this, because it does have Uncle Al's, headshots in it, these were Uncle Al's belongings. So Al Joyner had the final. This is the reason. The reason why this happened is because of the decisions made by Al Joyner. He was moving on with his life, and whatever mementos he had that were, perhaps too painful. There's my cousin. For them, too painful, for him, he let him go. He let him go. But this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. How you gonna let this go? How you gonna let this go? So the question then becomes, all right, did he make the decision to let them go, or was it like his new woman saying, "That's over now. You're with me. Come on, honey. Forget about that." Love, Florence Griffith Joyner, FloJo, Auntie Didi, fastest woman in the world, dead or alive. What is that? Auntie Didi signed those. It says dead or alive. What in the world is that? I'm not even listening or watching the video. I'm just watching what exactly he's showing and giving my commentary. Um, Dead or alive? What is that? All right. So here we go. 11 minutes into this video, and he's about to open up another suitcase.
The main thing that we bought was obviously the shoes, the jackets, plus whatever we find in here. But do you guys prefer how we're going to do this video where we open up the suitcase, we look through everything?
Bro, I don't know. Open the suitcase. Let me see what's in there. Come on, man.
Stuff will be great. Or do you guys prefer to
Auntie D.
show it and all we do is show the highlights?
Here comes my mom.
Leave a comment.
Yes, ma?
Yeah,
Gail's asking when was that
so how
sale?
do you prefer? Because you know they say a lot of people.
Come on in, ma. Okay. Auntie Gail is asking when was the sale? There's a
When you hand someone your logo sticker, you
8 years ago. That 8 years ago it was sold.
can travel any.
Yes, I like going through the hunt.
All right, 8 years ago
Just gonna go show it.
that was purchased. If you watch the video 8 years ago, they said it was purchased, and they sat on it for 8 years.
Look at these shoes right here.
I want that magazine.
Look familiar?
I want that magazine. I want those shoes.
Yeah, and I think they said they thought some of these magazines.
Come
were
on,
signed
man.
better. So we have to see if they're maybe on the inside. They're definitely on the
See,
inside.
that was my mom.
Some
She
still
just
quite
walked in and
still
she
sell.
said, "Hey,
This is cool.
Auntie Gail wants to know what's going on."
What's that?
So our family is pretty shocked at where Auntie Didi's belongings have ended
We'll
up.
have to go through because the signed magazines
So-
online were going for like $200-300.
But those shoes, man, come on. How you just gonna get rid of the shoes like that, man?
I don't know if they just sent this to her because I don't think she
It's
was
ridiculous,
back in maybe
man.
2008. Oh no, she passed away in '98. But they might have just sent this to the family because she's a world record holder. But here we got what's this?
Hollenbeck.
In the city games.
Hollenbeck.
In the city games. And they're signed by her.
Auntie Didi signed everything, y'all.
She set the record.
She was like, I know what happens when you sign things. She was like, I'm putting my signature on it. If it passes my hands, if my spirit is with it, I'm signing it. So Auntie Didi signed a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. I want those magazines. I want those shoes. That's what I can see. All right. This is 13 minutes in. I'm turning the video off now. All right. There's still 13 minutes. Half of the video is still available. My family right now is pretty much in an uproar. Folks are wondering what's going on. How did this happen? And you know, pretty much why weren't we informed? And why are we watching this on television? So, and I myself am saying I want those shoes. I want those magazines. And I mean, you know, it is what it is. Wait a minute. I think I see Auntie Didi's dress shoe. Bro, man, really? Wow, man. Those family photos need to be in the right hands. You dig? The one idea that came to me is I'm like a Nigerian right now, seeing I'm like a person from Benin, seeing Benin statues at the Louvre and at a British museum right now. Like, that's our stuff. That's mine. That belongs to me. That needs to be with me. That's how I feel right now. Or I feel like anyone who has property. I feel like an Egyptian. An Egyptian saying, what is a sarcophagus doing in London? That sarcophagus needs to be in Egypt, in its resting place. That's where it needs to be. So, I'm Larry Wiggs, known as Little Larry to the family. I am Florence Griffith Joyner's nephew, one of many nephews. I'm the second oldest surviving nephew. She had several others. That's another story. But I'll bring their story and their spirit into this. You know, so love and peace. You know, as they are resting in peace to cousins Mel, Curtis, and Calvin. Yep. And of course, rest in peace to Auntie Didi. And this is where we are. So let's try to do something about this as the family. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments below, you know. So, and I'm going to try to get some of these things back. I'm sure these folks are definitely going to see my video and say, hey, he wants those shoes. He wants those magazines. That's already been put out there. That's in the universe. I'm manifesting that. I want Auntie Didi's 1049 sneakers and that magazine. So let's get it back. That's the new mission. Get it back. Get it back in the possession of family. All right. And if I don't get it, someone else in the family, specifically, the person who should have it is Mary, my cousin, her daughter. My cousin, all right? Mary Ruth Joyner. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a blessed day. Signing off.